Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. This time, as you can see, there's a new banner for the introduction of boss rushes for the global version. The star of this banner being Dark Knight Cecil. It includes his kit up to EX and his LD weapon, which is new. It looks really nice. And the ability it gives, I believe, is Soul Eater, which really works very well in getting him into the groove of things. He's sharing his banner with the Dark Knight Leon, who, even with a EX Plus only, is still pretty good just for his gimmick. He's very unique in that. Kane, while alright, is basically generic DPS who can't really keep up all too well right now. He's somewhat decent if you like him. You can go after him, but otherwise he's not really gonna be too important here outside of his spear, which is really nice because I believe it puts up a ranged attack by 15% when you get a crit with it, which is really nice for ranged units. But as a unit himself, he's kind of replaceable at the moment. And also, Firion still has his burst here. I believe this is the last banner it's going to be featured on. We are going to have... I believe the next event's going to start featuring the next burst character, which is really nice from what I've seen of him. And it's also going to give the introduction of LD extensions, which is kind of sad for Dark Knight Cecil because he's like introduced just before they get the extensions. But either way, gonna be pulling on this banner with tickets. I already spent quite a lot of gems this month, as I said in my X-Death pull video. So I'm trying to keep to tickets for now. Dark Knight Cecil also received a rework today. I believe it increases both the power of his skills as well as the amount of hits each does. I'm not sure of the exact changes, as I just kind of skimmed the changes for them. But he is gonna hit a fair bit harder now. Especially if you have his LD. Maybe this is it. It's a Dark Knight Cecil weapon though. That's alright. But I believe Soul Eater is a brave to HP attack performed twice, I believe. That's a nice looking sword for Leon, actually. I believe it delays the targets back a turn or two, which is really nice. Puts him down below half health, which perfectly sets him up for going into his launches or his skill 1. And gives him an instant turn. So it basically puts him right into where he needs to be to use his full potential, which is really nice. I'm not so sure I like it being a sword though. Both the Cecils I just kind of prefer having pole arms. I just think they look kind of better with them. The LD sword looks cool on its own. I'm just not sure I like it when being wielded by Cecil. It just feels off to me. Pull luck's not going too well here. Got a few golds and an EX, but nothing too big yet. Doesn't help that I have everything on this banner. Everyone's maxed out. Just need a Dark Knight Cecil's LD and I'm out. Doesn't seem like too many are pulling right now. Because I waited a little bit after and went up to start pulling here. Instead of like right at the time the banner went up. So maybe I missed some of the rush. As far as I'm aware, this is the only time Dark Knight Cecil had his LD run. So if you like the character at all, this is the time to go after it. I don't believe it's going to be reran again until, probably not until it gets an extension, whenever that will be. I gotta wonder what its extension will do, because from what I know of what it does right now, it seems pretty darn good as a skill in itself. Not sure how much it can actually be improved. I'll go down to 900 and do the usual swapping around the banners. Just because that makes me feel better if the pulls aren't going so well. Kind of wish the music didn't restart every time you pulled an orb. But considering I do so much pulling with tickets these days, the quality of life where we can pull with 10 tickets that Japan has can't come soon enough for me. You go through tickets a lot faster with it, but yeah, that's kind of the point. You go through a lot faster. Well, that's a Dark Knight Cecil sword, but it's the wrong one. Man, I've gone through so many tickets this month. Okay, gonna swing around. And start again. Two golds in a row. That's nice. I'm getting a lot of golds at least. I've actually got a fair few power stones at the moment, which is rare for me. Just sitting here hoping for a gold orb that gives me that LD. Or just anything to give me an LD. Come on, give me LD. LD, 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 LD. No, Kane, why? He came early for Global, I believe, with his EX Plus. And I had it purpled immediately just to get his spear put on Freya. Might be worth uh, booking it just for another ingot and not another spear. I'm not throwing ingots into that. Man, if ingots weren't such a scarce resource, it would be really cool to actually get a bunch of nice spears like that. But like even as someone who puts a decent chunk of change into this game on a monthly basis, because I do get the Mog Pass, it's really not worth doing that. That's way too many resources to throw in to get a spear. I think this might be the LD. Yes! Nice. That one was a slightly shorter pause than the X-Death one, but I'm getting pretty decent at calling LDs. Seeing this, his face in the corner of that weapon there, I kind of really don't like that kind of white and red strip up there. It just kind of bothers me a bit. For some reason, it's like he's got like a Colgate tube on his head for some reason, or someone like poured toothpaste on his helmet. But either way, I got his sword. Took me about 142 tickets. Not too bad. I got a decent amount of power stones along the way, so I'm really happy. I believe his LD also gives him a new buff along with it. So I'm happy about that. Either way, I'm going going to attempt to do the Boss Rush stuff now, which is going to be interesting to say the least. But, see you then. And good luck on your pulls if you're pulling for him. He's a very fun character who just kind of has the unfortunate timing of hitting right before kind of a little bit of a leap of power with the LD extensions. But, good luck on your pulls, everyone, and see you in the next video.